with the fan up. I got Santa. I go monkey. Off that. Gonna do just what I say. Pull up, pass the Uber in that race. She so bad, but she said, I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't favor. Say amen. That boys and they can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Till they like my persona. Going up. Ripping up was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Go up. Walk in. Show up. Baby, hold up. Go up. Boys, don't touch. We flow up. Yeah. Starts with a feeling, and you ride it right away. Crash it so the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on forever. And it's a long flight on this battle star where we fight for love no matter where we are. And there's a big bang in this universe, and it makes me feel like the go don't work. You got me like, ooh. You got me like, You got me like, and ooh. With all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I feel it with you. Baby, you're flashing, and I'm blinded by your light. I love the way you Jupiter is rising. You got me reacting like a lunatic tonight. I love the way the stars are all aligning. You got me like, ooh. You got me like, You got me like, and ooh. With all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I feel it with you. You got me like, ooh. I feel it with you.
You make me feel like the world's spinning like a satellite. You make me feel like the sun is blasting out a rainbow light.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Steelers going up against the Ravens.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Baltimore Ravens. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Beathard to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Now, Barney! Set! Go!
Now a former New Mexico Lobo, it's Jarrell Presley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed!
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays.
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Bronson Kafusi in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here now, Shane Leckler, 41-year-old punter, to kick it away. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the former Bronco. It's C.J. Anderson with his first carry. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Grover Stewart in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go. 180.
In motion is the tight end, Graham. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Corey Legion with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater got a man. He finds Sanders. And in into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Emmanuel Sanders, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Beathard. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus Williams, the rookie from Utah. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. He didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run it again with Anderson. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, big hit at the 44-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Trying to get it to Wheaton, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus Williams, the rookie from Utah. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett, showing why he was the number 1 pick as he gets him behind the line. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And this one's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And the D looking like they may blitz. Third and long for Bridgewater. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Corey Legion in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And the Ravens taking the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down.
Green, touching now, Barney.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Now a run with Anderson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Second down, Bridgewater. And left side here, it's Graham. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Let's go. Forward.
To throw, Bridgewater. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Let's go.
Now Anderson. Trucks through him. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. C.J. Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. They'll throw here. Beathard. He's got the rookie first-rounder, Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. On play action, they'll throw. And Davis has it over the middle. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. First down now, but that clock rolling. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They'll throw now on the final play. Uncorks one for Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the rookie from USC, Adoree Jackson. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll need to get the play off quickly. First down, Bridgewater. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
In motion, left Shepard. Play clock winding down. Toss play. This is Anderson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. It's caught, Shepard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Fresh set of downs here.
Hey, tight end right. Watch tight end. Hey, pull down. 4, 2, 180. Tiger. Anderson
Fights through and now a crease. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run again on first down. Anderson. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it here. This is Antonio Andrews. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. The play clock's running down. To throw is Bridgewater. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Another score from around the league, meanwhile, up in Cleveland. And looks like the Bengals starting to pull away in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Beathard to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Adam Jones. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Bridgewater now from the 50. And an alley to run. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Third down now, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
4th and 1, this is what fullbacks live for. They're always the guys with all the marks on their helmets because they love sticking their heads in there to fight for the tough yards. And he gets the tough yards here to give his guys a first down.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And the big tight end shifting around. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run for it with Anderson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now receiver in motion left. They run. Anderson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
In motion is the tight end, Graham. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This offense so far on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Play action now. Bridgewater. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Ravens on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Green. One formation.
To throw is Beathard. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Detroit!
Halfback sent in motion.
Got it! All right, now look at 56. Check the backer. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him for a loss of 5. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is really be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Yeah, he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Patrick Murray now on for the field goal. And Murray's kick is up and good. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And another score by the Texans, so they've added on to their lead. If they hold on to victory there, would be their 3rd of the year. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Anderson looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They pitch it out to Anderson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Bridgewater. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Here's Donnie Jones now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Checking in on Houston. It's in the fourth quarter there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Snags it for the pick. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Handoff comes to Anderson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over.
Montana.
You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know?
What up, Pink?
Man.
La música de Harry Fraud.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci. But don't you be too close to me. Them goons you see, let it go for me.